Hello, welcome. Dr. Sushma Singh this side. Today in Unit 20, Social Differentiation Among Tribes, we start our lecture with topic Social Differentiation by Association. Among tribal societies, formation of association for one kind or another is largely based on kinship and affinity. Clan associations, which are usually spread over one or more villages, are generally prevalent in most of the societies. These associations are mainly launched for cooperation and protection in any circumstances called for. Tribal societies do have association beyond kinship and affinity obligations, such as political affiliation and allegiance for achieving certain goals and interests. People also become part of an association by way of being followers of some icon and participation in rituals. Sometimes they are called cult associations because the members and followers participate in ritual addressed to a particular divinity. They are also called secret societies because the divine power or craft and knowledge they acquire and possess through divine revelations and power are generally not revealed to other members outside the congregation. There are also associations based on sex and age. For instance, there are women societies for secular and also religious purposes. Again, based on age grouping, there are youth associations for unmarried men and women as well as called youth club in many tribal societies of northeast India. Yet in some societies there are associations based on marital status. For instance, among the Tangul Nagas, we observe associations of married men known as the Gharlong, Married Men Council, whose objective is to assist in general welfare and development of the village. People also launch associations for economic purposes in the form of credit association or cooperatives. According to the system, the members of the association subscribe a fixed sum of money periodically and withdraw the money over time in turn, which is decided by lot or some other ways. Among the tribals of Manipur, the system is known as Marap, meaning friendship or cooperation. Now let us move to the next point, that is social differentiation by territory and physical environment. Territorial or geographical social differentiation is one of the unique characteristics of tribal societies. The notion of territorial differentiation is prevalent from simplest tribal societies like the Chennais of Andhra Pradesh to relatively more advanced tribal groups like Mizos and Nagas. The notion of territoriality is observed even among transhumant pastoral societies like Gadis of Himachal Pradesh. The idea of territoriality and its perceptions, however, would differ from one tribal group to another. Among the Nagas, there is a unique tradition of territorial differentiation through village formation. A Naga village is either a republic or a monarchy which has all the elements of an independent and self-contained setup. The system functions through the principles of democracy and socialism. A village has a well demarcated and strict territorial jurisdiction, among other things. No village has the right to encroach on the jurisdiction of another village. Several villages constitute a large social group called tribe. In some of the Naga tribes, there is a kind of dual division of tribe like moiety system which maintaining territorial differences. For example, Rangemma Nagas and Konyak Nagas have dual territorial divisions. Such divisions are also found among various tribes in India. Sometimes new villages are also founded out of the parental villages for one reason or another. A parental village may even have over 3 to 4 tributary and independent villages. Again, in some tribal societies, a village has subdivision or localities. Generally, each locality or unit is exclusively occupied by one clan or at least dominated by a clan. For example, among the Naga villages, there are distinct localities where a clan is concentrated. The Anjami Nagas and the Tankul Nagas respectively call these localities Khel or Tang. By each Khel or Tang is indeed a mini village despite being part of the village. However, in the recent years, such tradition is generally eroding due to the various external influences. Such kind of territory local groups are also observed among other Indian tribes such as Kamars and of Chhattisgarh, the Chenchas of Andhra Pradesh among others. Following among the same principal roles and differentiated on the basis of climate, etc. There are varying climates in a society that gives rise to differences in the nature of the work they perform at different seasons. Even in societies with little variation of climate, they would have some seasonal variations, which makes them differentiate their roles. Thus, climate variations also play a role in giving rise to social differentiation. Now, let us conclude the unit. Human society has always been divided into societies from time immemorial. These societies seek to represent society in general and strive for solidarity within the members of a society and among societies as well. Social differentiation is a process by which different statuses, roles, strata, and the group exist within a society. Social differentiation has been classified into many different ways. In this unit, we have considered Pithirim as Sorokin's comprehensive classification of social differentiation. Sorokin classifies social differentiation into two broad categories based on the nature of its bonding and differentiation, which he terms unibonded group bond into a solidarity system by one main values or interest such as race, sex, age, kinship, group, ethnic group, occupational group, economic group, religious group, political groups, etc. And multi-bonded groups formed by the amalgamation of two or more uni-bonded values such as clan, tribe, caste, nations, classes, etc. Social differentiation among tribes and simple societies are mainly based on descent, sex, age, rank, and hierarchy inter alia. The patterns of social differentiation among tribes differ from one another according to variation in their social system, tradition, and belief system. There are also variations in the mode of differentiation within a society. The various tribes in India are no exception to this variation. Here we want to close this lecture, and we have come to the end of the unit. Thanks for listening.